brand new poll this morning as the candidates hit their final weekend on the campaign trail.
Because everything Donald Trump has said and done is a preview of what could happen.
Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton cross paths in the battleground states.
We're going to have some big, beautiful weeks ahead of us.
While Melania Trump takes center stage for the first time since that convention fiasco.
Urgent rescue. A woman missing for months, found being held captive, chained inside a storage container, trapped by a possible serial killer. Her boyfriend still missing. How police finally discovered her, and the search for more victims right now.
Breaking news. A major recall affecting millions of washing machines after hundreds of reports about Samsung washers blowing apart, hurting people, damaging property. The new warning this morning, first on GMA.
And bombshell allegations. Megyn Kelly's explosive new memoir.
It's a very personal book. It's revealing.
Reportedly containing new accusations against former boss Roger Ailes. Months of alleged harassment. Why she says she didn't speak up then, and how he is responding this morning.
Live in Times Square, this is GMA with Robin Roberts, George Stephanopoulos, and Michael Strahan.
And good morning, America. Happy Friday. We know it's an especially happy morning in Chicago.
Oh, you could say that, George. We're going to take a look at Wrigley Field right now. Millions are expected to gather today for a giant World Series celebration. Some superstar fans also getting in on the fun, like NBA stars Dwayne Wade and LeBron James. Take a look at this post. You know, Dwayne is a Cubs fan, LeBron for the Indians. They made a bet. And now LeBron has to dress up in a Cubs uniform, and so Dwayne just kind of gave you a little preview.
Not looking all that happy about that. We're going to begin, though, with the race for the White House. Just 4 days now till the final votes, and our brand new tracking poll shows Hillary Clinton edging up to a 3-point lead, still very close, as the candidates crisscross the battlegrounds in these final few days. ABC's Tom Yamas starts us off with the latest from the Trump campaign. Good morning, Tom.
George, good morning to you. Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, and their top surrogates in at least 10 states today. The campaign trail is getting congested. Take a look at this. This is Air Force One sharing a tarmac with Trump Force One. And then later, just hours later in North Carolina, Hillary Clinton's plane and Trump's plane coming face to face in North Carolina. The race to the finish line is on.
Overnight, Donald Trump speaking to one of his largest crowds ever in the state of North Carolina.
We're going to have some big, beautiful weeks ahead of us, I think, huh?
With just 4 days to go, Trump in full attack mode against Hillary Clinton, sending his crowds into a frenzy with these unsubstantiated reports ABC News sources say are inaccurate.
The FBI is investigating how Hillary Clinton put the office of Secretary of State up for sale in violation of federal law. The FBI agents say their investigation is likely to yield an indictment.
Also on the campaign trail, Melania Trump.
He certainly knows how to shake things up, doesn't he?
Her first speech since the convention fiasco, when it was discovered portions of her remarks were copied directly from a Michelle Obama speech. This time, Melania trying to appeal to female voters, saying if the Trumps make it to the White House, one of her issues will be to stop online bullying on social media.
Our culture has gotten too mean and too rough, especially to children and teenagers. It is never okay when a 12-year-old girl or boy is mocked, bullied, or attacked. It is terrible when that happens on the playground, and it is absolutely unacceptable when it's done by someone with no name hiding on the internet.
An interesting choice for Melania, since her husband is prolific at attacking people on Twitter. Tweeting in the past, Jeb Bush just got contact lenses and got rid of the glasses. He wants to look cool, but it's far too late. 1% in Nevada. And did crooked Hillary help disgusting checkout sex tape and past Alicia M. become a U.S. citizen so she could use her in the debate? Trump watched Melania's speech from his plane and gave this review.
She did a great job. That takes a lot of courage.
Now, on that tweet of a sex tape, Alicia Machado has called that a lie, and Trump is also being accused of spreading more falsehoods. Last night, saying Clinton committed perjury in her email case, which authorities have never alleged. George and Robin.
The FBI director said he had no reason to believe that. Okay, Tom, thanks very much.
All right. Hillary Clinton is calling on her top surrogates to help make a final push in the battleground states, from politicians to musicians. ABC's Cecilia Vega is in Westchester, New York. with her campaign. Good morning, Cecilia.
Robin, good morning to you. Hillary Clinton hits 3 states today alone. She is ending this race with a whirlwind tour of crucial battlegrounds, and she is calling in some big names for help. Jay-Z tonight, Stevie Wonder tonight, Pharrell last night. Hillary Clinton calling on her famous friends in this final stretch, from Pharrell.
I'm here because I believe she's going to fight for us.
To Bernie Sanders.
We're not voting for a high school president. We're voting for the most powerful leader in the entire world.
In the battleground of North Carolina, Clinton's closing argument, a pitch to Black and Latino voters.
He retweets white supremacists and spreads racially tinged conspiracy theories.
Running mate Tim Kaine in Arizona with the presidential campaign first, a speech entirely in Spanish.
Bienvenidos a todos.
And President Obama called in to fire up millennials in Florida.
We gotta work like our future depends on it because it actually depends on it.
One person not on the campaign trail, Huma Abedin, overnight Clinton's closest aide, seen at a high-dollar Washington fundraiser for her boss. Fashion editor Anna Wintour there to greet her.
Any response to the FBI? Will you be back
Abedin ignoring questions about the FBI's discovery of those emails on her estranged husband's laptop. And Clinton's team has revealed their plans for the night before the election. Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, Chelsea Clinton right there alongside the Obamas, the president and the first lady, for a massive rally in Philadelphia. What they want voters to see right before they head into the polls. This last image, George, the passing of the torch.
Going for a blockbuster finish. Okay, Cecilia, thanks very much. Let's bring in Matt Dowd and John Carl to talk about this more right now. John, let me begin with you. Put up our tracking poll again and again. We said it shows a 3-point lead for Hillary Clinton overall nationally, but part of the reason it's close is you're seeing a real scramble in the states right now. Some encouraging signs for Donald Trump in blue states and encouraging signs for Hillary Clinton in red states.
Yeah, and overall, there's no question that this race has tightened. Donald Trump is still behind. Hillary Clinton is still the favorite in this race, but the map has really gotten jumbled. Look at the new polls that we have out in the last 24 hours, George. First of all, the state of New Hampshire now at a tie. This is a state that for over a month, Hillary Clinton looked like she had a comfortable lead. Now we've had a series of polls that show that Donald Trump could actually win in the state of New Hampshire. And then if you look at traditionally red states, we've got, first of all, the state of Arizona. This is one that the Clinton team has said that they are going after. Look at this, a poll that shows Trump up, but barely outside the margin of error. That is uncomfortably close for a Republican in Arizona. And then finally, in the state of Georgia, this is a real shocker. Georgia is a state that hasn't gone Democratic for a long, long time. Donald Trump clinging to a 1-point advantage well within the margin of error, statistically tied in what we thought was bright red Georgia.
Yeah, it's still a long shot for Clinton, but surprising that it is that close. And Matt Dowd, we're looking at the closing arguments right now. On the Clinton side, you've got President Obama just out there trying to mobilize voters. On the Trump side, you've got him making these charges from the stump, and then that speech from Melania yesterday.
Yeah, I just wanted to let the Melania speech and the irony of that speech sink in. She comes out against cyberbullying and married to one of the biggest cyberbulliers that we've ever seen in this. I think it was totally political malpractice to let her go out like that. It'd be like Bernie Madoff's wife's going out speaking against investment Ponzi schemes.
Guess you're going to get a tweet from Donald Trump today. But on the
bring it on.
On the race overall, we now are in these final 3 days, 4 days. Is there any other external event that you think could affect the voting right now? Or are we just all momentum?
Well, as we saw last week when we were talking about Hillary Clinton had a rough, comfortable lead, was moving in, and then the Comey announcement happened, and it actually adjusted the race by 2 or 3 points. Anything can happen in these final 3 days. We've seen it in elections in the years past, and with all the WikiLeaks dumps and everything else that's coming out there, I think we have to stay tuned in this until Monday. Anything could change. It is a small but comfortable lead for Hillary Clinton.
And John, what's the one state you're keeping the closest eye on this weekend?
North Carolina. North Carolina is the state that, above all, is absolutely dead even. You talk to both camps, they both think they can win, and both know they could lose.
And Donald Trump needs to win it. John Carl, Matt Dowd, thanks very much. 4 days until the final votes. We're going to have the latest on the race for the White House Sunday on This Week. And we'll be right here when the polls close Tuesday night. I'll be anchoring live coverage all through the night with our political team, starting at 7 Eastern.
We're going to move on from politics now to that shocking story out of South Carolina. A woman missing for months, finally found, held captive. Her boyfriend still missing, and a suspect is now in custody. ABC's Lindsay Davis has new details from the scene.
This morning, investigators are poring over this rural South Carolina area for evidence of a possible serial killer. Todd Christopher Colep, a registered sex offender, is now behind bars after authorities say they found Kayla Brown held captive on this 100-acre property.
I can tell you that one of the charges is going to be kidnapping. It could be murder. It could be, a number of things.
Acting on a tip, police say they heard Brown banging on the inside of a storage container in this wooded area surrounded by a chain-link fence on Thursday. The 30-year-old was chained inside by her neck and told police she had been fed but trapped, padlocked inside the metal locker for 2 months. Brown, who reportedly cleaned houses for Colep before he offered them for sale, and her boyfriend Charlie Carver went missing at the end of August. Weeks later, friends and family say mysterious messages began to appear on Carver's Facebook account, including one saying the couple was fine and that they were just out of town. On Thursday, police found their car at the crime scene, but no sign of Carver, who was last seen on surveillance video leaving work the day they both disappeared. Police say Brown told them there could be multiple bodies on Colep's property.
We're trying to make sure that we don't have a serial killer on our hands.
Colep, who was convicted and sentenced to prison for kidnapping in 1986, is a licensed pilot and realtor based in a town about 15 miles away from the container. In September, the 45-year-old posted on Facebook, reading the news, this person missing, that person missing, another person missing. Oh, wait, that person just went to beach with friend. Other person found with her parole violation boyfriend.
I just got a picture of the conditions that Kayla Brown has been living in for the past 2 months. Essentially, she was by the neck inside of what would look like a steel cage, roughly 4 by 4 by 6, and that steel cage was then inside of a larger container. Now, a massive search is underway in this field behind me because the victim herself told police that she believes as many as 4 bodies may be buried here. George?
Boy, that is just horrific. Okay, Lindsay, thanks very much. We're going to turn now to another recall for Samsung, this time for washing machines that could blow apart. It comes on the heels of those Note 7 recalls after several phones caught fire. ABC's Gio Benitez here with the story first on GMA. Good morning, Gio.
George, good morning to you. ABC News has been working on this investigation for the past year. Now we're learning nearly 3 million washing machines in American homes right now could put you and your family at risk. The images are dramatic. Mangled metal, a wall that looks punched through, and then there's the giant bruise. Just 3 of the hundreds of reported cases of Samsung top-loading washing machines blown apart when operating at high speed.
And without warning, the washing machine just exploded. It sounded like a bomb went off in my ear.
Melissa Thaxton says in April she was inches away from getting a serious injury. Her 4-year-old son right there too.
I just remember covering my head and leaning over towards my son and just screaming this scream.
Now, just a month after GMA Investigates reported on Samsung's top-loading washing machines, we've learned the nation's top consumer watchdog and Samsung are recalling an unprecedented 2.8 million washing machines. Elliot Kay is the chairman of the Consumer Product Safety Commission. How many reports are we talking about here?
We're talking about 730 reports of a very serious hazard of the top of these washing machines completely blowing off.
And amid the complaints, 9 reports of injuries. That bruise reportedly came after the washer lid flew off the machine, slammed into the woman's back, and forced her into a cabinet where she struck her head and jaw. We're looking at parents with their children right there in close proximity.
I do the laundry in my family. I've got 2 young boys. This would scare the heck out of me, which is why we hope parents and others take advantage of this recall.
The machines in question, 34 different model lines of Samsung's top-loading washing machines sold since March 2011 until now.
For some of these units, it's just too much speed. The top of the unit is not secured enough based on a design failure.
Samsung telling GMA Investigates, our priority is to minimize any safety risk and address the conditions that lead to the rare instance when the top of the washer unexpectedly separates from the unit. We apologize for the inconvenience this is creating to our loyal customers. So a few options if you have one of these recalled machines. Samsung is offering a free in-home repair to reinforce the washer's top. They're offering a rebate to be applied towards the purchase of a new washing machine, any brand, or a full refund for those who bought the machine within the past 30 days. You can get more info right now on our website, goodmorningamerica.com on Yahoo, George.
Important info right there. Okay, thanks, Gio. Let's go to Amy now. She's got the morning's other top stories, starting with a real advance in the fight against ISIS.
Right, that's correct. Intense fighting is actually being reported right now as Iraqi troops backed by U.S. forces push deeper into the city of Mosul today. The fighting described as the heaviest yet. ISIS hitting back with suicide attacks and rocket launches targeting tanks. The battle could take weeks, if not months. Back here in this country, some tense moments on the Las Vegas Strip. Thousands of people had to be evacuated from the Paris Hotel after a contractor hit a power line, trapping people in elevators and forcing a room-to-room search. Guests were put up at other hotels. Power slowly being restored there this morning. And new revelations about the death of a former NFL star at the age of 46. Researchers say running back Kevin Turner had a severe and unprecedented case of the brain disease CTE linked to repeated head trauma. Turner was a plaintiff in a concussion lawsuit against the NFL. And finally, it is Friday, and if you need to de-stress your life, well, you should check out not Netflix, but Napflix, the website offering videos like raindrops in the fall and lazy clouds with music. There's also the standard fire burning in the fireplace, or you can stare at a roast chicken there. Netflix promises to bore you to sleep with dull videos, but they also have a Yale physics professor lecturing about Einstein, the 2013 chess competition.
Right.
So, you know, you can pick whatever. Mine's called the Golf Channel, but, you know, whatever puts you to sleep.
I like that rain video.
Yeah, it's nice.
That
It's
was
soothing,
nice.
right?
It is.
And it's free, by the way. Totally free.
It is. You guys want to hop a flight to Chicago?
Yes.
Come on, it's going to be a party of a lifetime there. Millions of fans expected to pack the streets of Chicago for a massive parade and rally celebrating the Cubs, the brand new world champions. ABC's Alex Perez has all the excitement.
It's the party 108 years in the making. The city of Chicago coming together to honor the Cubs.
Come and celebrate what we've all been waiting for 108 years.
Thousands of loyal supporters of the lovable losers turned World Series champs will line the streets in Wrigleyville and the heart of downtown Chicago. Police already on duty along the parade route since early morning, working in 12-hour shifts. Fans forced to funnel through 2 security checkpoints. The team set to show off that historic hardware, while fans will show off their new championship merchandise, which has flown off the shelves after Wednesday night's win.
We had to come and get everything, just wasted $400 on just Cubs stuff.
As for the festivities themselves, details are scarce. The mayor's office declining to comment on popular items from the last century's worth of wish list, like dyeing the Chicago River Cubby Blue, capping the city's favorite fictional son, Ferris Bueller, to captain a float, or whether real-life superfans Bill Murray or Eddie Vedder might make an appearance.
And for all those young Cubs fans here in Chicago, they won't have to play hooky. There's already a scheduled day off for the Chicago Public Schools. Robin?
They're thinking ahead. No one was going to be there anyway. Thank you, Alex, so much. So what's the weather going to be like?
It is going to be perfect, Robin. It's going to be so beautiful. I used to live just about a block and a half away from Wrigley. I can't imagine it. But look at this. Mid-50s, sunny, light wind. You don't get this in November in Chicago all that often. So fortunately for them. And a quick look in the southwest, not at all this way. The visibility near zero as people were driving there. That dust storm rolling through. Your local weather 30 seconds away. First, though, the weekend getaways brought to you by Macy's. 3, 2, 1.
That's Betsy Johnson.
I know her.
Get happy at Macy's with Trolls. Only in theaters November 4th.
Ta-da! We're here.
Well, after record warmth yesterday, the high was 83 and much above average. Today will be a few degrees below average, so we've dropped big time. More than 20 degrees, the temperatures have plummeted. Now this weekend we stay cool from 60 today to 62 Saturday, 64 on Sunday. Dry through the weekend. Don't forget also that we fall back to Eastern Standard Time this weekend. Set your clocks back. Check the batteries in your smoke detectors. Election Day, 65 with lots of sunshine.
And coming up here on GMA, new book